the silent poison that is destroying millions of marriages. It doesn't scream or throw plates. It smiles, pours a drink, and quietly deletes the connection you spent years building. One day you're laughing over dinner, the next you're strangers, and you don't know how you got there. That invisible wrecking ball is often alcohol. Before we go any further, I want to be clear. I'm not a licensed therapist. My perspective comes from writing a 200-page, 72-footnote book on alcoholism, spending over 7 years in the rooms of AA, and going through a 90-day rehab program. I've seen firsthand how our favorite social lubricant can silently poison millions of marriages, often unrecognized until the damage is nearly irreversible. Section 1. The Problem Unveiled. Society makes us feel like we have to explain not using alcohol. While we normalize mommy juice memes, research has shown that heavy drinking is linked to a higher risk of divorce. It isn't always about public drunkenness. It's a slow death by 1,000 sips. It's the missed eye contact and forgotten conversations that hollow out a marriage from the inside. Section 2. The neuroscience in plain English. Alcohol chemically cuts off your empathy and intuition. It hits your prefrontal cortex, your brain's brake pedal, first. Your capacity for patience and understanding vanishes. Meanwhile, your primal limbic system gets overactive, so you overreact to the smallest things. Your partner can start to feel like a threat instead of a teammate. Dr. George Koob, a neuroscientist at the National Institutes of Health, has discussed this kind of phenomenon as a vicious cycle. Your partner sees your face, but you're not truly home. Night after night, that emotional absence lodges like a splinter in their heart. Section 3. The Vicious Cycle. The pattern is heartbreakingly common. One partner drinks to decompress from stress. It offers a fleeting escape, but the stress and anxiety rebound harder the next day, often with added shame. The only familiar relief? Another drink. Meanwhile, the other spouse shoulders the family's entire burden. Resentment builds. The drinking partner feels this distance and drinks more to escape the problem they are creating. It's a devastating feedback loop that spins tighter until the word divorce becomes impossible to ignore. Section 4. Intimacy on mute. Intimacy isn't just grand gestures, it's 1,000 micro moments of connection. Alcohol acts as an anesthetic for these. While specific statistics vary, studies suggest a link between a partner's problematic drinking and reduced relationship satisfaction. For the non-drinking spouse, this can feel like rejection. They start to think, I must not matter anymore. Alcohol impairs the ability to be present and listen. The drinker still craves closeness, but the chemical courier, alcohol, is standing in the way, unable to deliver the heart's true message. Section 5. The emotional toll on the non-drinking spouse. If you're the non-drinking partner, you're on a gut-wrenching roller coaster of hope, anger, and loneliness. Psychologists sometimes refer to the effects on the partner as secondary alcoholism. Your nervous system can get addicted to the chaos. You become hypervigilant, scanning bottles and rehearsing ultimatums. Many partners develop symptoms similar to PTSD, anxiety, hyperarousal, and emotional numbness. Yet they feel guilty even whispering the word alcoholic, so silence becomes a survival mechanism. But that silence suffocates love and your own well-being. Section 6. Financial bleeding. Alcohol drains bank accounts. A couple of six-packs a week can easily cost $4,500 a year. Add in bar tabs and expensive bottles, and you're funding a future that slips further away. The real cost is in missed workdays from hangovers, lost promotions, or DUI legal fees. One client calculated her husband's almost nightly drinking cost them just under $100,000 in a decade, enough to pay off their entire mortgage. This isn't just bad budgeting, it's financial infidelity, a betrayal of shared dreams. Section 7. Trust erosion and infidelity risk. Alcohol dulls the should I part of your brain while amping up the go for it impulses. This can lead to risky texts, inappropriate DMs, or even affairs that would never pass sober scrutiny. But even without infidelity, the secrecy is toxic. Hiding bottles, deleting credit card receipts, each lie is a crowbar against the foundation of marriage. Trust doesn't just break, it crumbles. And once trust is gone, intimacy and respect follow, and the marriage itself is at risk. Section 8. Kids caught in the crossfire. Don't think your children don't notice. Kids are motion sensors for tension. They feel the emotional distance. They internalize the unspoken rules and the instability. Children of parents with an alcohol use disorder are at a higher risk for anxiety and depression. They are also more likely to develop substance use problems themselves. But this cycle can be broken. It starts when one adult bravely names the problem and chooses a healthier path for their children's future. Section 9. Hope and neuroplasticity. The good news is that brains and relationships heal. This is called neuroplasticity. Sobriety isn't just the absence of alcohol, it's the presence of your true self. Within weeks of quitting, brain health can begin to improve, mood can stabilize, and sleep often gets better. Couples can relearn how to love each other sober, rediscovering the person they fell in love with. Recovery isn't a straight line, but every sober day is a powerful deposit back into the marital bank, rebuilding trust and intimacy. Section 10. First steps for the drinker. If you're the one struggling, taking the first step is the most courageous. First, tell the truth out loud. First to yourself, then to one safe person. Honesty robs denial of its power. Second, get a structured plan. Willpower alone is rarely enough. Explore therapy, detox programs, or groups like AA or Smart Recovery. Number 3, replace, don't just remove. Create a new nightly ritual. Go for a walk, find a hobby, make a fancy mocktail, fill the void. Number 4, track progress publicly. Share your sober days with your partner. This transparency rebuilds trust faster than any apology. Number 5, relapse isn't failure, it's data. If you slip, don't spiral. View it as information. What was the trigger? Adjust your plan and recommit. Section 11. First steps for the partner. If you're the partner, your well-being is paramount. First, stop policing. Start self-caring. You can't control their drinking, but you can set boundaries to protect yourself. Second, seek your own support. Find a therapist or groups like Al-Anon. You need your own resources to stay strong. Third, detach with love. A concept from Al-Anon. This means separating the person you love from the problem of their drinking. Hate the poison, not the person. This allows you to stay compassionate but firm with your boundaries. Fourth, celebrate micro-victories. If they manage 2 sober days, offer a genuine smile. Positive reinforcement is more effective than policing. Fifth, keep your own dreams alive. Your life has purpose, whether they get sober or not. Invest in your own growth and joy. If this is hitting close to home, know you are not alone. Take a deep breath. First, like and subscribe to this channel. Second, head over to my blog, gratefultruths.com. I draw from my experience writing a 200-page book on this topic, with over 7 years in AA and a 90-day rehab program. There you'll find tools, including information on getting to an AA meeting, or starting to explore things like biblical scripture that can help give you a voice and light a path forward. Section 12. Rebuilding together. Once sobriety takes hold, the rebuilding begins. Schedule regular, brief, State of the Union talks. Ask, what's working? And what needs attention? The goal is forward momentum, not dredging up the past. Actively inject fun and novelty back into your life. Take a dance class, go hiking. These shared experiences rebuild the bonds that alcohol broke. Finally, understand that forgiveness is a dimmer switch, not a light switch. It brightens gradually with each sober sunrise and each act of trust rebuilt. Section 13. When to walk away. Sometimes, the most courageous move is to walk away. If there is persistent violence, physical or emotional, a refusal to get help, or chronic infidelity, you must prioritize your safety and your children's. In these cases, divorce isn't a failure. It's an act of self-preservation to stop the bleeding. You can love someone and still accept that the relationship is killing you. Choosing peace and safety is never the wrong choice. That quiet poison we toast with is beatable. Your marriage isn't doomed. It's one brave conversation away from a new beginning. Name the problem, claim your power, and fight for the love you swore to protect. If today is day one, or day one again, press pause on the pour. Reach for the resources I've shared and remember this vital truth. Sobriety doesn't cost you the life you love. It returns it to you, richer and more vibrant, one clear-eyed sunrise at a time. Thank you for watching. God bless.